Hello everyone, welcome to our lessons on measurements, lines and angles. Today we will talk about measuring angles. We have already learned about angles in our previous chapter. What are the different parts of an angle? We have two rays or two line segments connected at one point, and these two rays are called arms. We have a point where the two rays are connected. This is called the vertex. And the space between these two arms is called an angle. Our objective today in class is we will be able to use measuring instruments to measure an angle. Measuring instruments we will use today is a protractor. And the angle is the area between two lines connected at one point. This is what we will learn to measure by using a protractor. Why are we learning this? We need to learn about correctly measuring angles. Measuring line segments and angles will help us measure all shapes. And we have already learned about measuring lines in our previous lesson. How to use a protractor. A protractor measures angles in degrees. All the markings that you can see on the side of the protractor 0, 10, 20, 30 all the way to 180 are in degrees. We have the vertex, which is the point where the lines in the angles meet. We put the center of the protractor on the vertex. We have the arms of the angle as well. We put the 0 on the protractor on the arm from which we are measuring an angle. How we are going to use a protractor? We can watch this short video to help us understand. I will send you the link of this video separately in the WhatsApp group. We have already learned about the different types of angles. Now that we know about protractor, let us see how we define an acute angle, a right angle and an obtuse angle. An acute angle is the angle that is less than 90 degrees. A right angle when an angle is exactly 90 degrees. And an obtuse angle is an angle that is greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. What is the maximum angle a protractor can measure? Can you think? We have also learned about a straight angle, a reflex angle and a full angle. A straight angle is exactly 180 degrees. An angle that is greater than 180 and less than 360 is called a reflex angle. And a full angle is when the two arms of an angle meet each other. A full angle is exactly 360 degrees. How will I use a protractor to measure more than 180 degrees? So which angle is more than 180 degrees? It is a reflex angle. Measuring a reflex angle. You can watch this very short video that will tell you how to measure a reflex angle. I will send the link to the video separately in the WhatsApp group. Positive and negative angles. The first thing that you have to remember about positive and negative angles is that positive and negative tells us the direction in which we measure an angle. Clockwise. This is the direction in which a clock's arms move. This is negative direction. Anti-clockwise. This is the opposite direction to which the clock's arms move. This is positive direction. In this picture, we are measuring 60 degrees anti-clockwise, so it is positive. We are measuring 300 degrees clockwise, so it is negative. The arm of an angle at 60 degrees is the same when the arm of an angle is at minus 300 degrees. Note that 60 plus 300 is 360 degrees, which is a full rotation. Here are some examples of positive and negative angles. You can see that when the angle is measured in a clockwise direction, we put a minus in front of it. And when we are measuring an angle in an anti-clockwise direction, we do not put any sign in front of it, which means it is positive. In this picture, the first picture at 210 degrees, we are measuring it in an anti-clockwise direction. The second picture shows minus 260 degrees because we are measuring the angle in clockwise direction. Picture 3, we are measuring it in anti-clockwise direction 40 degrees. In the last picture, we are measuring 50 degrees in clockwise direction, and so it is minus 50. Can you find out which angles in the list are the same? Remember, positive means anti-clockwise. If there are no signs in front of a number, it means positive. Clockwise is minus. We can see the minus sign in front of the angles. You can take a look at this list and the next 1 minute try to find out the angles which are actually same. You can pause the video as you are working on the problem. So which numbers did you find? 30 and minus 330 are the same angle. Minus 25 and 335 are the same angle. You can try measuring them on your protractor to understand. So what are the points to remember from today's lesson? To measure with a protractor, we have to put the center of protractor on the angle vertex. We put the 0 on the protractor on the line you want to start measuring from. A protractor measures 0 to 180 degrees. A full rotation is 360 degrees. Positive and negative tells the direction of an angle. Positive means anti-clockwise direction. This is opposite to how clock's arms move. Negative means clockwise direction. This is how the clock's arms moves on the clock. 30 degrees clockwise is same as 360 minus 30, which is 330 degrees anti-clockwise. Therefore, minus 30 degrees is same as plus 330 degrees. Remember, plus and minus only shows the direction of an angle. That is the end of the lesson. Here is a small activity for you to do. You can also find it on the page 65 of your maths textbook. Try to make your own protractor. It will be fun.